Guys, it is that time of the week where everything and anything is up for discussion here on PTV. I am your host, Jeff Sylvia, joined alongside by the always luminous Shannon Sylvia. Shannon, how are you?
I love being luminous. Thank you.
You are luminous. You're always luminous.
I'm luminous in my headphones.
Yeah, and thanks to Nancy for that.
They're luminous.
How's your week been, kid?
My week is uneventful.
Uneventful?
It's New England weather, and it's uneventful. How about yours?
It kind of sucks. I'm really getting sick of the weather. I'm getting sick of the whole deal. I'm getting sick of the cold. I'm getting sick of the nasty, sloppy snow. I'm getting sick of it being bone-chilling 0 degrees with a negative 20 wind chill. I'm just
only
sick
January.
of the whole damn thing.
It's called New England.
Nah, it's bullshit.
It's behaving like it's supposed to, babester. Sorry.
Last year this time, kid, it was 60 degrees. It was the new California. I thought we were all set. And look what we have now. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it.
There is.
We are not Brother Nature's.
Brother Nature. All right, very cool. We have a great show for you guys tonight, and a lot of good stuff going on here this week. Not so negative as it was last week. We kind of skipped last week because all the shit in the news was negative, so we just decided to play music.
Did we skip it?
We
were here. We were here.
We just
playing music.
We played music instead. We switched it up a little bit. Why not? What the hell? And Shannon, you have a huge event coming up in the end of February, which has to do with your new book called Paranormal Unwrapped.
We have a party for our new book release. I'm throwing a party because it's my first book and probably my only book. And how many people get to have a book? So we're having a party at Distari Martini Bar. The place is awesome. Hope you guys get to make it out. Tickets are only $5. That includes dinner, guys. Like, seriously, we're not profiting off of this thing. So Nancy, get your plane ticket and come out for this. That would be friggin' awesome.
Well, seeing as it's our network, we can start rooms. It includes plane tickets, dinner for two, right? Accommodations at the lovely Westin Hotel in downtown Massachusetts, and what else? Beachfront property.
Yeah, we'll throw in some beachfront property. Yeah, we're promoting a TAPS event, so we'll just promise you the world. But
2 movie tickets.
Yeah. Nah, it's just a book party. At a martini bar with dinner. To be honest with you. But hey, for $5, what else can you do for that kind of money? So come on out February 22nd, 2013 and join us. I've already sold a ton of tickets. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming out. I cannot wait to see you. And it's been a while since I've thrown a party, so let's just have martinis and have a good time. Phenomenal.
Why not? What do you think of the banner? You think I did okay?
I did. You got the Distari banner and logo in there. So
I did.
You did good.
I had to.
It's all good.
And, of course, that book is available now at ParaRockProductions.com, also available at Barnes & Noble Booksellers and Amazon.com. Have you gotten anything with the reviews lately, kid?
We will know in April how many books we sold. So they're doing things quarterly. I'm going to get a check quarterly as far as how many sales. We do not know, but we know that Amazon.com has been sold out several times, and Barnes & Noble has been sold out several times. So you cannot buy the book on ParaRockProductions.com. Please do not do that. Okay. No, because that requires me to pre-order the books. I actually have to order them from the publisher, and they take forever to come in. You guys are better off getting them from any major bookstore. So I'm actually promoting people to buy them directly from the manufacturer because you can get them quicker. Probably cheaper, too.
At least you tell it like it is, you know?
It's all good. Just buy the book. I don't care. I mean, if you want it signed, you're going to have to get it from me, but it's just a pain in the butt. So you can find it anywhere. You guys can look hard enough. It's all good.
All right. A lot of good stuff going here on Para Rock TV. The Entertainment Now show on Thursday, just before Shantown, with Gail Scott Key. Lots of great guests coming from that show from Hollywood. Very cool time. And Thursdays as well, No Limits with Dave and Carrie. A little shock value to that one. Dave is never behaved and always unpredictable, which makes for a crazy couple hours there with those two. And Ville TV, Shannon, I gotta hand it to these guys. Every Sunday at 6, Kat and Sean are rocking out, talking about Louisville. They've got an incredible setup now. They've got a whole production team. They have a production team. They have interns. They have staff. I mean, shit. They got it all going on.
Shit.
They do.
Shit.
They have so many people working for them. It's amazing. They put on a hell of a production.
Yes.
So if you guys haven't caught that, every Sunday at 6 p.m., it's a really, really great time. And it's not only about Louisville. It's about the music scene. It's about pop culture. A little bit of everything in there for everybody. And those two are hilarious. And there's always a, what do they call it, a 2-drink minimum to get there? At least, right?
A 2-drink minimum, yes.
2-drink minimum. All right, guys, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And get the iPhone app. It's free at Ustream, as well as the Android app, free in the Android market for your handheld mobile devices. I want to say hello to everybody at the David Lynch Foundation of Music. DLFmusic.com is where you find those artists supporting transcendental meditation in our youth, as well as the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. The Boys and Girls Clubs are the positive place for kids. And a special shout out today for the ASPCA. We always want to stand behind the animals here. We are animal lovers to the core. And if you know anybody that is abusing an animal, please report them. Please report them to the ASPCA. If you can, adopt a puppy. There are so many dogs.
You won't let me.
Well, that's a whole other story for another time. Shannon, we have a condo with rules, and we have a dog, and it's just crazy right now. But we've done our share. I mean, you cannot sit here and tell me that I have not loved every animal that we've had.
I want a dog that will just do its thing inside the house so that we don't have to report we have another animal.
Yeah, you want something that's high maintenance for me to take care of while you're gone all day.
No,
puppy.
Not if it pees in its own little place inside, like a kitty litter box.
All right, we'll talk about that.
We'll
talk about that. But please stop animal abuse. These are God's given creatures, probably better than most people you know. I mean, if you're a dog lover, you'd already know that. You already know that the more dogs you meet, the better it is. And that's the way it is. So please, guys, if you see somebody that's abusing an animal, that's abandoning an animal, please report them, and please do everything you can to make sure that each one of these lovely little furry little furball creatures have a happy home, and they deserve it. They deserve all the love in the world, because what other animal do you know, Shannon, that has as much love as a dog? Seriously.
Children.
Yeah. Until what age? That's a prerequisite.
Until they start hating you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, you can follow us on YouTube. Simply search Pararock on YouTube, and you can catch all the shows in their entirety after they're recorded. So if you know somebody that would love to see us that can't make it here tonight, make sure you turn them on to our YouTube page as well as our Facebook fan page, and you can catch up on everything going on here at the network with all of the great shows. And I've got to tell you, down to his final jump here, trying to make something happen, Torstein Horgmo of Norway saved the best for last, pulling off a switch backside triple cork 1440. Shannon, do you know what a switch backside triple cork 1440 is?
No, but it sounds like something I can't do.
We're not talking about something sexual, honey. We're talking about snowboarding.
It's still something I can't do.
It's a trick that he only tried last week, and winning the gold medal in snowboarding at the big air competition at the X Games in Aspen on Friday night. The trick, the first ever landed in competition, earned Horgmo a perfect score of 50, and at the time catapulted him into the lead past fellow countryman Stale Sandbach, who led for the most of the final jam session. Defending gold medalist Mick Morris of Canada responded by nailing a cab triple underflip 440, a trick nobody has ever landed in competition, and one that Mick Morris had never tried before Friday night. The score of 48 tied him with Horgmo for 94 points, but Horgmo won via the tiebreaker, having had the highest score of 50. I'm going to play this for you.
Switch backside triple cork. What? And then did it again last year when Mark won. Can he pull it? Switch backside. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Switch backside triple cork.
What?
Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool, if you ask me. What do you think about that shit?
What exactly did he do?
He flipped over like 17 times and twisted around a couple times, and I mean that shit's gravity-defying shit. It's crazy.
Nate got the what? Yeah.
What? Paranormal Nate's got it. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. And anytime there's a record set, you know, like, remember we saw the snowmobile doing the front flip? Can you imagine going off doing a front flip on a snowmobile?
Not with that, no.
Oh, my God. These guys are nuts. Absolutely nuts. And, yeah, anytime there's a world record, we're going to bring it to you here because that's pretty damn cool.
Guy's the bomb for this week anyway.
I think so. Yeah, he'll have his 15 minutes of fame. Who do you think's going to give him the endorsement?
Trident Gum.
Maybe Red Bull. What do you think, Red Bull?
Maybe.
Are you doing your airline pilot routine?
Mm-hmm.
This is Captain speaking, and welcome to Shannon Airlines.
Shannon Airlines. Should be an Irish airline.
Irish airline. We all get drunk, beat each other up, and maybe we not land at all.
We're about to land, folks, and we're about 30,000 feet, descending down to 15,000 with no turbulence. We're going to have a nice descent today.
You know, it's funny, when the pilot comes on and says there's going to be some slight turbulence and minor bumps, that's kind of like the dentist saying there's going to be some mild discomfort as he pulls your tooth out through the bottom of your skull. It's just, Shannon, every time they say there's going to be some slight turbulence and mild bumps, you end up in my arms. It's usually a very...
Either that or a stewardess. I got to say that Amy likes my hair.
Amy likes your hair.
I got a compliment.
Did you go fishing? Oh, my God, Shannon.
How did I go fishing? I'm just saying she likes my hair.
Amy, don't encourage her. Don't encourage her. I love her hair, just not
pink. Oh, my God, there's a little bit of color at the end. It's like the end of the world.
No, never again. Promise me. I should have put that in the prenup. I love everything you do.
See, Nancy does too. Nancy, who is our sponsor. Nancy
I know.
loves the hair.
I know I have a hot wife. I really do.
It's called chalking.
I love everything about her.
I can do whatever I want to my hair and it rinses out that day.
This is not one of my favorites.
So temporary. It's awesome.
I love the way it's all like down and, all that, but the pink? No, not me.
Oh, there's red. There's red. Yep, there's some red in there.
Yeah, there is. It matches your Sony wire that Nancy gave.
I think that is the wire.
It probably is. I
thought it was the red. All right, here's the wire and here's the red.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, whatever. A little red isn't going to kill me, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, you guys are encouraging her.
See, I need sassy hair for my sassiness.
Yeah. Well, we can do it without the color. It's still sassy, right? Maybe. It's
a little color. It's not going to kill anybody. And it washes out. See, I'm going to do the whole like purple rainbow ombre. You know what? Next for Shantown, I'm going to do total ombre from head to toe. I'm going to do Unicorn Thursday.
Unicorn Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to be purple, green, blue, red, orange, yellow. Oh my God. I'm going to give him a heart attack.
I'm speechless.
I'm going to go with my whole head. Guys, I swear to God, that's it. Thursday is ombre night. You better believe it. And if I get too tired at the end of the night and I go to bed after that, I'm going to work the next day like that.
What has gotten into you? What are you smoking?
Okay, tell Nancy about the unicorn button. She said, Nancy, the unicorn button was going off last night by itself in our bedroom.
Yes.
Jeff had to get out of bed at midnight to go shut it off.
It was really pissing me off because we're sitting there. And we were laying there for like an hour, and all of a sudden the thing just starts going off for no apparent reason
Don't use your horn for negative or evil. The thing was going off all night, so I had done some laundry, and I threw some stuff on top of it. And when you do stuff on top of it, when you throw stuff on top of it, it goes off all night. So, no, it wasn't a ghost, Nancy. As much as I'd love to say it wasn't.
Oh, boy. Well, maybe it was Jackie. You never know.
No, it was my laundry.
It was your laundry. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Well, we all know who won the election and who lost the election. And I think we have a pretty good insight as to why Mitt Romney may have lost the election.
No.
Watch this.
So many people are rubbing on their messy parts. It's awful, awkward, and germy. Come on, people. I mean, I know it feels good, but we're embarrassed.
I saw.
Is that your underwear up there? I'll punch you in the back. I lost my guinea pig. We gotta look for him. Here, Percy. Are you a rapist? I made a small chimp smoke cardboard cinnamon. Cray cray. Yo, Mama Karen has a pig ear. It's a pig ear. Go deep. Old people are stinky. Spike the drink. I bought 2 zebras and tamed a parrot named Mr. Future. Yo mama can't reach my body and touch it. It's my body, you see? Yo mama can't reach my garden, okay? It's my garden, you dig? I'm a hot taco. Squirrel kickers are drunk marionettes. I'd like to get a monkey because I ate Fifi. Yeah, strip party.
Oh, yeah.
And now they have murder in the Spice Building. And you gotta ask a black boy, who did it? I'll butcher a deer. Every weekday waiting for Poppy. Yo mama got a fruit child. We're going to knock you and take tissues out of you. And my foot, it can leave its prints on thin testes. Big, strong Greg. Howard?
You're dumb.
I hate you. What?
A choo-choo.
Marijuana is great. Call the Whippet Badger. Every soda cannot be free, but I'll chop a squid and mash a pickle and watch you drink it. Dang, no one's happy. Now, if you live in America, you know this next song. It's simple, just tap it in, that's a zinger. And tell me how to poke it on Tuesday. And for you foreigners, that translates as con leche, lucare, lo frey, le prasba farnice, pergeci, lazzo sofabaci, ai. There's a white horse that breaks your mama's pretty son. If you're watching that horse,
I
the
wish you
ferret's
would
gonna...
drown.
That girl's a bitch.
Yeah, guys, well, you can't say that if you're Mitt Romney and expect to win an election. I'm sorry, but I think you might have been out of line a little bit, Shan. What do you think?
Bad lip syncer.
And, yeah, a huge happy birthday to Nancy. And, Nancy, you are not that age. You are not. I do not believe it. I want a proof from your birth certificate. I'm sorry, but...
You want a proof from her birth certificate?
I do. I want proof. I don't believe it.
I want to be there at her party.
I know.
I want to go to California and see my Nancy.
I know. All right. Well, a huge happy birthday to Nancy.
Yay.
One of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your entire life.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Nancy. Many, many more. And hopefully everybody's taking really good care of you there. They get you drunk. And unlike Shannon's birthday, you don't puke on your mother's shoes. That'd be nice.
I did not throw up on her shoes. For Christ's sake, she was like 5 feet away.
You tried to throw up on her shoes.
Not try to throw up on her shoes.
You actually threw up.
I was trying to hide it, but you can't hide puke coming up. I mean, she was right there. It's like, hi. Bleh.
But
Bad timing.
Yeah. Your mom wasn't a huge fan of mine that night. I'm sorry.
No, she still talks about it.
Does she really? Oh, God.
You got me drunk.
I did. Just a little bit. We took you to the winery and fed you a bunch of hard alcohol and took you to the bar.
I have willpower unless it's champagne. When you dangle a bottle of champagne in for me, it's like I'm a friggin' Ethiopian with a sirloin in front of my face. I just can't say no to champagne. I have to drink the whole bottle, too, because it's really easy.
You do.
So,
you do indeed.
My bad.
Oh, lots of great people in the chat room here tonight. Hello, of course, to Don Short and Nancy, the birthday girl. Hello to Art and Amy and Mitch, Nyack Mitch, and to Steph, who I'm sure is sitting close to Mitch, and Paranormal Nate, the Godfather, Little Big Time, and Moopy Cutie. Moopy Cutie, if you're in green and you want to change your stuff up, all you got to do is click your little green guy. You can change your name. You can change your status. You can change your age. You can change your shirt size, your pants size. And, anything you want. Right, kid?
Your name. Your identity.
Yes, you can be that incognito thing you always wanted to be. Right. All right, guys, when we come back, we have your Facebook fan photos of the week, and Shannon asks, as only she can, who does that? We'll be right back. You're watching Up for Discussion Live here.
When you or someone you love needs licensed health care, Pacific Health Services gives you an option to enjoy life in your own home. Licensed RN and LVN nurses come to you when you need them. Physical, speech, and respiratory therapy are only some of the specialties that you can now get in the privacy and comfort of your home, along with diabetic, trach, and cardio care. Certified by Medicare and accredited by the National Joint Commission, Pacific Health Services are there every step of the way to make your home health easy and carefree. Call today at 213-387-9552 or ask your doctor to fax to 213-387-9553. You can also visit them at PacificHealthServicesAtHome.com. Get the care you need and enjoy life in your own home today. This message paid for by Pacific Health Services, Los Angeles, California.
The show is brought to you in part by Shan Cakes, fondant cakes, buttercream cakes, and cupcakes for any occasion. Yummy and delicious signature cupcakes only found at Shan Cakes, 31 Middle Street, Leominster, Mass. Visit them online at www.shancakes.com or call them today at 978-840-4343.
And now back to Up for Discussion right here on Pararock TV.
Now when you're down and feeling bleak, oh baby, it's time for the Facebook fan photo of the week. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These are your Facebook fan photos of the week. We gather them, we share them, and we love them together. Our first Facebook fan photo comes to us from Diana in Las Vegas, and she'd sent it to me last week, Shannon. Read the caption. Very bad mother selling 16-year-old son's 1993 Ford Ranger. Drove 3 months before the son was basically an asshole. Call the meanest mother in Wyoming at 307-272-0147 if you guys want to write that down. You can own that Ford Ranger for $3,500 or best offer, as it says there in the picture.
I love it. You know what? I think more mothers should do that. More mothers are like, oh, my son's perfect. Like, let's encourage drunk driving. But no, this one's awesome.
Well, he got caught driving drunk. It wasn't even like he came home and was like, yeah, you know, I didn't get caught. He got nailed. So sell his truck. Make it. It's probably going to pay for his attorney bill. You know, think about it. All right. Our second Facebook fan photo comes to us from Brian in Massachusetts. Yes, English. Learn it. You will need it, folks.
Preparation. Is this toothbrush brown? Because that's not what color it is. What's up with that? It's white.
Do you want to expand on that?
I am Laotian. I do not know.
Maybe you want to embellish it a little bit, no?
I do not. Why do I know about friggin' hemorrhoids? No. They're good for under eye circles, guys, though, I will admit.
Wait a minute. Preparation H for
yeah,
under eye circles?
That's
Why
what the
is that?
celebs use because it shrinks
tissue.
tissues. And, yeah, that's the secret of the celebs. I'm not a celeb, but that's what they use.
So when you're not tightening up your hoop, you can tighten up your eyelids.
That's right. It can smell like sweaty hoop. I can't imagine. I don't even know what this stuff smells like, but I don't want to know.
God. Yeah.
It's all good.
Tightening cream.
Whatever makes it work.
There you go. Our third Facebook fan photo comes to us from Karen in Ohio. And Shannon, that is indeed the picture of love. That is the definition of love. You have the young couple down there.
So sweet. We talked about that.
Yeah, you have them down there right after their wedding.
It's so cute.
And then, you know, later in life, guys, we're all going to go through this. You know, if you stay with somebody long enough, you're going to be there till their dying day. And what better way to show your love than to be there at their bedside? You know?
See, Jeff, that's why you should be nicer to me. You know, just remember parts of stuff like this.
Well, her fucking hair isn't red.
hair's not red in the other original photo either. Nice save.
That's right. That's right. There's no red hair in this picture. And see the love?
You should remember the times you love me when you're acting like an asshole.
I
Just
do love
remember
you.
to love me.
I love you all the time. Jesus Christ.
All the time.
I love you. I just don't love your hair. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. It's like 3 segments of hair that have chalk color on them. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. Thank God it washes out. But you know what, guys? This stems from her, and her. She has certain conditions for me, and one of them is this little goatee right here. The last time I shaved this goatee, because once in a while, maybe once a year, I'll try to shave, maybe after being overserved the night before. I may slip, cut it in the wrong place, and all of a sudden it's got to come off. This woman right here, to my left, that you see right here, will not speak to me until the said goatee is grown back to...
Because I ain't kissing no slimy face. Sorry. Slimy face. There's nothing there.
No.
Like, you know what? Art had a good point. I'm not cutting my hair off. It's still there. I'm just putting a little chalk in it, for Christ's sakes. It washes out. I can do like every color of the rainbow, and then at the end of the night, you wouldn't even remember.
Yeah, and you know what? I am going to take Nancy's advice. This is one of those times when I just need to shut up and not say anything.
Seriously, I could be out like drinking. I could be a raging whore.
You could be a whore.
I could
That's
be shooting up heroin or cheating my ass off with like 80 different men right now that want me. And no, I'll just put a couple of colors in my hair and it's the end of the fucking world.
I love myself. Who do you love? 80 different men, huh?
84.
84?
Alexander Skarsgård. Yes, folks.
85.
85.
Anyway.
You wish you was number 85. All right, guys. When we come back, it's going to be your favorite section of the program, Who Does That, with the now colorful-haired and most luminous, and I'm shutting up, Shannon Sylvia.
I could smoke cocaine for hours, start talking to the flowers, and act like I'm insane. I could rob convenience stores and hang out with crack whores if I didn't have a brain. I could see my life start narrowing as I started shooting heroin, 1 foot into the grave. I could sleep in street gutters and steal money from my mother if I didn't have a brain. Oh, I like to get high, run naked down the street, and when I run a little bit too far, I throw up in some cop's car. Then I wake up in a prison and I notice something's missing. I think it's dignity. Oh, there's nothing more pleasing waking up coughing and wheezing in cell block number 3. Oh, there's nothing more pleasing waking up coughing and wheezing in cell block number 3. Oh.
When you hear that music, it can only mean one thing. It's that segment of the program when Shannon Sylvia asks, who does that? And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Shannon Sylvia.
Yay! Awesomest time of the show. Who Does That? By Shannon Sylvia. Yay. First story comes out of West York, Pennsylvania from January 28th, which I believe was 1 day ago. Fresh story for you. Family members of a Pennsylvania man who loved Burger King said they took his funeral procession through the drive-thru.
I love this.
I would love to do this if I loved McNuggets that much. Linda Fiel, one of the 3 daughters of West York man David Kime Jr., who died at the age of 88 on January 20th, said her father enjoyed fast food daily. So the family took his funeral procession through the Burger King drive-thru Saturday for one last Whopper Jr. The York Daily Record reported Monday. He always lived by his own rules. He only lived till 88, which I suppose is a good age, right? Mm-hmm. His version of eating healthy was the lettuce on the Whopper Jr.
A man after my own heart.
Margaret Hess, the head manager of the Manchester Township Burger King, said the funeral procession ordered 40 of the sandwiches.
Nice.
Wow. Good sale for them. Who knows who actually ate them, but Phil said that she placed Kimes' final Whopper Jr. atop her father's casket before it was buried.
Wow.
Who does that?
The Phil family.
Well, I got to say one thing, kid. You know, we talk about health and nutrition and all this stuff. The guy lived to 88 years old and ate Burger King every day of his life. I mean...
Maybe, yeah.
Are you kidding me? He found the fountain of youth. It was a Burger King.
You know what? I've got nothing. The guy probably ate nothing but celery sticks and worked out for 5 hours a day. I mean, who knows what the guy did to burn them off. God bless him. 88's a good year.
You know, and we were just talking about this earlier in the evening. Jim Fix, Dr. Jim Fix, who was a big advocate for health and wellness, and specifically the Heart Foundation, died at a very young age running the Boston Marathon in his 40s and died of a heart attack. So who knows, kid? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I love the story. I love the fact that an 88-year-old guy lived that long, went to Burger King every day of his life, and slammed down, you know, whatever they call it, the Whopper Jr. How cool is that?
Nancy says they should put down the BK crown on his gravestone. So,
yeah,
obviously he loved the sandwiches. God bless him.
That should be a Super Bowl commercial. I mean, seriously, can Burger King get any better testimony than that? You know, eat Burger King, it's the healthiest shit in the world. Live to 88.
No.
Why not?
Well, Taco Bell just revoked their commercial. Did you hear about that?
No. What happened?
The Taco Bell commercial where everybody's bringing like a veggie plate to the Super Bowl party or the football party.
Right.
And everyone's like, and then the guy shows up with a 12-pack of tacos, and they're like, hey, holla. They pulled those commercials because it's showing people that bringing veggie plates to parties is negative.
Oh, so, Jesus.
I mean,
really?
I've been to a few of those parties, and the second you bring in a 12-pack of tacos, you're my BFF.
Yeah,
like, I would do anything for one of those tacos. If you're bringing friggin' cut celery and cherry tomatoes, who even brings the cherry tomatoes? Like, nobody even likes those because the second you go to pierce it with your fork, it goes scattering across the floor. Nobody likes those things. Don't bring cherry tomatoes with your ranch dressing because they don't work.
That's so true.
God. Anywho. Wow. All right. Should probably get some more stories gone.
Go for it.
Colony, New York, a colony. I don't know. It sounds like colony.
I would go with colony.
Authorities say a New York man left his 1-year-old son in his car. Not unusual. Wait. Not unusual to leave a 1-year-old son in your car for an extended period of time. However, this was 8 hours in frigid weather. Only realized his mistake after a call from his wife.
Wow.
Ouch. It's been really cold in New England. Police in Albany suburb of Colony say the man forgot to drop off his kid at daycare. Left the...
Wow.
Holy shit, was he in the doghouse? Left the child strapped in the back seat when he parked outside his office on Thursday morning. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it is. Officials say the man received a call from his wife about 4 p.m. inquiring about their kid. He called for an ambulance. The boy was checked out at a hospital and released. Oops.
Honey, do you know where our child is? Because he didn't make it to daycare today.
Can you imagine how bad you feel on the phone with your wife when she calls asking how the kid's doing?
Have you checked the movie theaters, bars, pubs, and...
Oh, God. I mean... So the kid didn't suffer any injuries despite the temperatures that did not top 15 degrees. Guys, this kid's guardian angel is someone to invest in. Like, you want stock in this guardian angel because... did not top 15 degrees for 8 hours. This kid just sat there shitting his pants in the backseat of a car in his diaper with no food, crying away, was fine. Well, the police have not determined whether or not the father would be charged. Of course, because he has money. Who does that? He has money. He's not going to be charged.
Look at the little chubster. He's got some rolls.
He has some black toes. Just a couple of them.
Black toes. Black coat, son. Black toad.
Oh boy.
Forgot you in the car.
How
Black
do you
toad
forget your
son.
kid
Black
in the
toads.
You know what? I gotta admit, like I'm a note person. When my husband wants something, he has to text it to me no matter what.
Yeah.
Like text my phone. If you want milk on the way home, you want anything, just send me a text message, and I'll look at that throughout the day and realize I have my messages.
Maybe.
Perhaps this woman forgot to text him. Like, by the way, you have your child in the back seat of a car in 10-degree weather, so just don't forget to drop him off at daycare.
He's probably been doing it every day for the last 170 days. That's probably stress. They're probably talking about bills. She probably colored her hair. He probably
That's
freaked
one
out.
quiet ass kid in the back seat. I want a baby like that. Hell, if I knew babies were that easy, I would have spit one out 9 months ago.
Oh, Jesus.
If they were that quiet, well, you don't even know you're driving the kid around in the back seat. Like, this is easy.
Yeah, this is easy.
I don't know.
Till the cops knock. Hello, your child is in the back of your car.
What? Oh my God! How stupid did that guy look in front of the whole club? Like the work club there, where they all buy their squares.
And doesn't the guy
Football
go to lunch?
squares? They're
I mean,
like,
seriously, doesn't he go to lunch? What do
my
you do,
God!
pack it-
Ronald forgot to bring his kid to daycare,
pack
and
it-
all the women he's been sleeping with at the office, like, oh man, he's not responsible.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, he's going home tonight.
So stupid.
Oh God.
A baby. Well, anyway, thank God the kid was okay.
Thank God the kid was okay.
Do I have another story?
You do?
I do. All right, this one comes out of Ohio,
Beauty.
Cleveland. A woman dubbed the cleaning fairy. Yes, folks, we have done a story on this wench.
Yeah, we did.
This woman went to jail numerous times for breaking into people's houses, cleaning their houses, leaving a note saying, "I cleaned your house, you owe me $75," and then expecting people to pay her. Like, what the fuck? All right, so she's called the cleaning fairy. That was the prelude to my story. Local media has already claimed, again, she broke into a home, cleaned it without permission, was arrested on Tuesday after police found her shoveling snow from a driveway without the owner's consent.
Okay.
So the woman is now the snow fairy as well as a cleaning fairy. Police in Elyria, 30 miles southwest of Cleveland, arrested Susan Warren, 53 years old, again, on an outstanding warrant stemming from the separate incident last year when she entered a suburban Cleveland home, did some light cleaning, and left a note charging the owner $75.
Light cleaning. It wasn't heavy cleaning. That's why they only get charged.
So you can break into someone's home and claim you're cleaning it, and that makes it okay.
Yeah.
She's going to face jail time for probation violation. No charges yet have been brought for the unsolicited snow shoveling. However, the police department thinks that the owners are going to file charges this time. She pled guilty last November to attempted burglary and trespassing in connection with the house cleaning incident from last May. According to Sherry Bush, the owner of the home, she called Warren to question if she had cleaned the wrong house by mistake. She was told by the cleaning fairy that this was no mistake, that she does this all the time, that she was doing Bush a favor. Warren was arrested and given 1-year probation. She violated the terms of her probation earlier this month, triggering the warrant of her arrest by shoveling someone's driveway. She's a dumbass.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I have nothing more to say. She's a friggin' dumbass.
Who does that?
I just want to know, and Nancy, how did she get in? I mean, she's not only the cleaning fairy. She's like, the best burglar in the world.
That's scary, guys. You don't want this lady cleaning your house and leaving a note. I mean, you're lucky if that happens, I suppose. But
what the hell? I mean, she should be on that show, My Strange Addiction. Don't you think?
A cleaning.
I'm addicted to cleaning somebody else's
to be paid
houses.
for cleaning addiction.
I'm addicted to cleaning somebody else's houses. Yeah.
Yeah. Little Big Time says she got in with an industrial sponge.
Yeah, that's what it is.
She's doing Bush a favor. She needs to work for hoarders. Oh, the comments are coming in.
Oh yeah. Well,
that's illegal. Period.
She's just a nut job. I agree. But it's funny because as reality TV goes, she's probably going to end up on Hoarders. We're probably going to see her on an episode of Hoarders. So she probably isn't even a cleaning fairy. She's probably the most cluttered person in America. And she's just doing this to, like, I don't know, lash out. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, obviously she wants to make money and she knows that this has worked in the past. That's what's happened. Like, fraud people try to get away with it and they know they can get away with it, so they keep trying to do it again. This woman broke into people's houses, cleaned their whole house, and said, as a favor, please pay me. And people have done it. So she realizes over and over again she can get away with it. But people are starting to put their foot down and say, this is not right. We did not hire you. This is criminal.
It is criminal.
It's kind of like, kind of fraudy. I hate to tell you.
I swear to Christ, if I found somebody breaking into my house and cleaning it, would you just hand them $75? What would you do, kid?
$75? I'd be like, what the hell? I mean, I can't see them. People already quote me a price as it is, and it's already more than that. It's like, what the hell?
Well, at that point, you can probably negotiate with her. It's like, hey, I know you're asking $75, but I can either call the cops or I can give you $35, and we'll just call it a day. Right?
Yeah, they can go like $75 jail time. How about $35 jail time? I don't even know. Like, if somebody broke into my house, immediately I'd be calling the police and get this woman thrown in jail because she's doing that to 20 other people.
Oh yeah.
You just can't expect somebody to break into your house and leave you a kind note asking for retribution. It doesn't work that way. That's nasty. Like, our house is clean.
Our house is clean. And I'm going to go with Nancy. I'm going to go with Nancy. The going rate is $25 for a break-in cleaning lady. I'm with you, Nancy. Absolutely. All right, guys.
Shantown rocks. Shantown rocks. Shantown rocks.
Shantown rocks. Shantown rocks. Shantown rocks.
Shantown rocks.
Catman. Shantown totally rocks. Carl Lawson. And Shantown rocks. Shantown rocks.
Hey guys, this is Sean Burton from Ville TV. Join me every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my lovely co-host Kat for Ville TV on PararockTV.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Murphy from Dr. Fake Paranormal File. You're watching Power Rock TV.
Really? Oh, little pimp.
We have 200 of them.
That's it.
All right, this guy, Pete Rose, 4,256 hits. Some call him a baseball legend. Some call him a complete criminal. And for years, the debate has gone on whether Pete Rose should be instated into the Hall of Fame, reinstated into baseball, and for all he's done, for those that don't know, gambling was his vice. He actually gambled on the Reds, gambled on his own team, and was subsequently kicked out of baseball and is not eligible for the Hall of Fame. And the argument is still alive and well today because, Shannon, of his new TV series, which is called Pete. Well, what the hell is this, Pete?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I don't even care. I just saw the half of my screen filled up with breasts. Come on, dude. Seriously.
That's his wife, who is 40 years his junior.
Yeah, she's a 40 triple D, for Christ's sakes.
She is.
Just ugly.
I think it's called Hits and Misses, is what it's called.
You can miss that? Because I certainly didn't miss that.
Yeah. No, I
Shit.
think maybe along for the green card, maybe along for, money. Not really sure.
Not even, I'm sorry, but like, that's not even hot.
No. Well, they don't make a very attractive couple. You don't really see the chemistry there. That's for sure. I don't know. But no, Pete Rose has his own reality TV series out, and it's kind of like a plea. It's more or less a plea to get him back into the Hall of Fame. And, there's a lot of people that hate Pete Rose for what he did. There's a lot of people that still respect Pete Rose for all he did. He was called Charlie Hustle back in the day. There is not a single athlete that I have seen, Shannon, and I will say this, whether he was a scumbag or not for betting on baseball, there is not, and I know you're not a big sports gal, but there is not an athlete that worked harder at his sport than Pete Rose back in the day.
Oh, Christ, I would work just as hard as he did if I took steroids like he did. Jeff, who are you kidding?
Pete Rose never took steroids. What the hell are you talking about? No, I'm telling you the truth. Pete Rose never, ever took steroids. That's not the
What was his problem then?
He was a gambler. He gambled. He gambled. And he bet on baseball.
Yeah, he bet on baseball.
He absolutely bet on baseball.
So he's probably on steroids too.
And he bet on his own team. But he bet on his own team to win. That's the thing.
I have a feeling that's not right, Jeff.
It is right. It is right. He bet
it's right. Okay.
He what's not right? What are you telling me isn't right?
It's okay to bet on your own team or bet against them. Okay.
Well, I'm going to give you both sides of that argument right now. Here are some things that have happened to other sports icons in the law, and my question is going to be very simple. How do these things stack up against Pete Rose? Of course, the all-time coup de grace would be O.J. Simpson. Okay, O.J. Simpson's in the Hall of Fame, Shannon. O.J. Simpson killed his wife. I don't care what anybody says. And not only did O.J. Simpson kill his wife and get away with it, but he got caught in a hotel violating his probation with a loaded handgun. So there's your scumbag. And guess what? He's still in the Hall of Fame. O.J. Simpson.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. And, there are many others. Michael Vick.
All right. So good for Pete Rose. He's got a 20-year-old wife with massive tits. Like, where's this story going?
Michael Vick, convicted of course, dog fighting. Very, very awful, awful crime. And as we were talking earlier, we love animals. And I think that crime to animals is every bit as severe as crime to human beings and should be punished as such. Kobe Bryant, another one. Kobe Bryant cheating on his wife, beating his wife. Here's some others that you may or may not know about. Jamal Lewis, busted for using his phone for a drug deal. Allen Iverson, gun charges. Allen Iverson, basketball player, gun charges and assault. Charles Barkley, alcohol, big-time alcoholic, had more than one meltdown while he was in the NBA. And Charles Barkley's a huge gambler. We actually know folks that work at casinos where he has dropped more than you and I will ever make in our entire life.
That makes them hot.
No, it makes them a scumbag. Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe was a boxer. He actually beat Mike Tyson. He was convicted of kidnapping his estranged wife and his children. Nate Newton, cowboy, who is won a world championship with the Cowboys at the young age, I think, of 33 years old. Drug trafficking, twice. Rafael Palmeiro, Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire. These are your steroid-era baseball players who lied about taking steroids and cheated in the game of baseball. But guess what? Still eligible for the Hall of Fame.
I can't believe Lance Armstrong wasn't on their team.
Well, yeah. Alex Rodriguez tested positive for steroids, as well as Manny Ramirez just recently. And who could forget Dennis Rodman? You know Dennis Rodman, Shannon. He went out with
Carmen Electra. He didn't just go out with her. He married her.
He married
Not
her.
the train wreck.
He did all kinds of weird shit with her.
Blah.
He assaulted. Who could forget when he actually on television, Shannon, on national television during an NBA game, kicked the cameraman square in the nuts because he freaked out. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Pac-Man Jones, who still plays today, plays for the Cincinnati Bengals, was given multiple chances to come back. One of his claims to fame, if you will, one of his highlights of his life in his scumbag career, he actually slammed a stripper's head into the stage, Shannon, because he was unhappy with the service he was getting at a local strip club.
That's what we all should do.
Love that. Love that. Mike Tyson, of course, was convicted of rape. Lawrence Taylor, cocaine. And Lenny Dykstra, who played for the Philadelphia Phillies. This guy had 24 charges against him.
Nah, nothing.
Auto theft, identity fraud. The list goes on.
Bah.
These guys, most of these guys, are in the Hall of Fame. All of them are eligible for the Hall of Fame. So my question is this. If you're going to keep Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame, I think you would need to keep everybody that gets convicted of this shit out of the Hall of Fame. I don't think that you can single out Pete Rose by himself and not single out these guys. I just don't.
Look at her boobs.
Are you still laughing at her tits? You can't get over those tits, can you?
Come on, they're bigger than her head. Really? I mean, seriously, they're bigger than her head.
They're store-bought.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, if they just crop that photo, then we can actually focus on Pete Rose, for fuck's sake. But look at her. Nancy's like, do you think they're real?
Yeah.
I really crop the friggin' photo. I can't stand this. So get it off my screen.
All right. I'm sorry, babe.
Just show some guy with a huge sack. Then I'll be happy.
Okay. Here he comes. But in all honesty, kids.
Oh, my God.
I truly believe that if Pete Rose is going to be denied from the Hall of Fame, then all these guys should as well. Are you okay, kid? Are you all right?
We're good. I'm working out my abs.
I guess so. Wow. You're just like weird tonight. It must be the hair. Wow. All right. Well, Shannon's making a mockery of the show now, so.
Yeah, well, okay, Miss Big Tits. Whatever.
Right, you want to put her back on? There you go.
Come on. It's gross.
40 years his junior.
I know. At 40 pounds his junior, too.
One for each tit.
Jesus Christ.
Some guys would want his autograph.
You know, if she had smaller tits, she'd be pretty. But, like, the second I see her boobs, I'm like, forget it, you're ugly. Isn't that what, like, that's what girls think?
Yep.
And guys are just like, oh, my God, boobs. They don't care what's above it, like your chin, nose, face. Who cares?
I'm with Artie. Mail order. Yep. That's
you should
where I'm
talk.
going.
All right, that's a whole other conversation we're not getting into.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't, because I'll cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about soldiers in the military. Women to join men on the front lines or not? That's up for discussion next here on PTV. Stick around.
Hey guys, this is Sean Burton from Ville TV. Join me every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my lovely co-host Kat for Ville TV on PararockTV.com.
All right, so webcasting's been around for a while. When you think of webcasting, do you think of this? Well, if you do, check out this.
Yeah, you guys should have heard him during the break. I'm sorry, I just have to throw you under the bus here, but all of a sudden we hear a random, wow, I look hot.
This is Pararock TV, live dynamic television with an interactive chat. It's going to change the way you watch. Check out tomorrow's media today. PararockTV.com.
It's okay to cheat on your same old network with us. We won't tell.
Hey everyone, this is Scott Rothenfield from Queensrÿche, and you're watching Pararock TV.
All right, women have been fighting for equal rights for many years. Why should gender determine what women cannot do in the military, Shannon? And this is a question that is hitting the news right now. It's one of the hottest topics out there because there is a debate, a current debate, to change legislation to put women on the front lines in the military. And there's arguments for both sides of this, and I kind of want to see what the listeners think on this because it's something that is going to it's going to change the way things are going to go from here on in. You know, one of the big arguments that is coming across is the whole prisoner of war thing. And, you know, first of all, I think that women do every bit as good a job in any job description or any position that men do. Certainly, I am all for equal rights. I think in many positions, women exceed in doing things that men can do. What are you What the fuck are you laughing about? What are you laughing
That's
about?
the first time on record you've ever said that.
Oh, you're full of shit. Really? You're gonna
women exceed jobs men can do.
I truly believe that.
All right, good for you.
I think that they have incredible attention to detail, and in a lot of cases, they are neater. They're more.
They're neater.
fulfilling. Yeah. No, I truly do. But when it comes to the military, the big argument is what happens if they're a prisoner of war. And, of course, prisoners of war are subject to torture. They're subject to incredible things that you or I hopefully will never, ever endure in our life. And what happens if, you've got a woman that's captured? Will she be more inclined to give up information? And will she be sexually tortured, I think, is the big issue. How do you feel about that part of it, Shannon, as far as women maybe being captured and being in a position where they could be exploited sexually?
Sexually is unfortunate because that's where we are vulnerable, because men know that they can do that. Mentally, I hope they're okay and strong enough, and it's never a good thing if they're captured, period. Any person who's captured is mentally, emotionally, spiritually tortured. So, if under circumstances that they're molested or assaulted sexually, I just hope that they're strong enough to get through it. They're entering the military knowing that this is a symptom, that this is a possibility, that this is a problem that could potentially happen. And unfortunately, it's something that men take advantage of.
I got to agree with you. But, there's gays in the military now. So who's to say that sexual torture, with, everything that's going on with gays in the military and anybody that's in there, I think any sort of torture, be it sexual or non-sexual, could be an effective form of retrieving information, whether somebody's a man or a woman.
Right.
I don't think it makes a difference in that particular sense. But, a good point was brought up on one of the shows today. Think about it. You're, let's say, a 200-pound, 6'5" Marine, and you're out on the front lines, and you've just been shot. You've been shot to a point where you're incapacitated and immobile. And next to you is the person that's supposed to carry you out of battle. And it's a woman that's 5'2",
right,
120 pounds. Should that woman be placed in that position, and does that compromise the safety?
Oh, you'd be surprised
of
what
men?
adrenaline can do. I don't think that we should discriminate against women because of a possibility like that. Adrenaline in certain situations can make a person go from 0 to hero.
Mm-hmm.
And has it been a problem in the past that we're complaining about? Because I don't think so. So
No.
if it hasn't been a problem in the past, then why make a problem out of it?
And that's one of the better points, is that women have been there all the time, and that's where I think everybody kind of needs to come together on
Yeah.
it. Women have been there. I mean, they may have not been on the front lines of battle, but they have been right there. They've been in just about every position in the military, and they've been side by side, shoulder to shoulder with men in the military for years, and gaining more of a presence. I mean, back in the day, when you watch some of the old movies or you look at some of the old history, women were nurses, they were, clerical, but it's just, now they're doing everything. They're part of the infantry. They're out there fighting just like men. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they be effective in the front lines? And
yeah, treat them as equals, guys.
I think
that's
so.
it. That's period. Just treat them as equals. If one passes away, then it's an unfortunate incident, just as unfortunate as if a male passes away. That's my thought.
We've only got a couple minutes left, but I do want to go to the chat room on this. I want to see what you guys think. Should women be in the military, and will that discourage or encourage more women to be in the military? And especially in today's military, it's much different, Shannon. It's warfare that like we've never seen before. It's warfare of intelligence. I don't think what part, it doesn't matter if you're in the front lines or 3 miles back. I still think with today's war, I don't think there's a big difference in being in the front lines and being involved at all. Nancy says, yes, they should be in the military. It's their choice. Amy says, absolutely yes. And if they're going to be in combat, they should train side by side. Absolutely. If they can perform physically and emotionally, why not? Why not? I think we can need all the help we can get these days. And, if they're willing to do that, look at what we've been going through lately with our schools. The battle has come home. I don't care if you're on the front lines of Iraq or Afghanistan. There is just as much danger in our schools for school teachers that are both men and women, for firefighters that are men and women, that are police officers that are men and women. I don't think you can no longer discriminate the front lines of our military when you have all of these other positions and all of these other things going on in the world that are filled position-wise by men and by women.
Right.
I agree. And it looks like most of the chat room agrees as well. Very good. And as always, guys, it's always too short here. The hour has come to us. I do want to bring you guys attention to a huge, huge special tomorrow at 8 o'clock right here on PTV. The John Corabi, formerly of Motley Crue, Rat, Union. He's got a new album out. It's an unplugged album. We're going to feature cuts from that album. We're going to talk to John Corabi live. He's going to be answering questions in the chat room. And we're going to have a great, great evening with the John Corabi right here on Para Rock TV tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Make sure you guys tell everybody you can, and let's show some support for this. This is going to be a great event. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. Sean and Eric are not on tonight. Eric has 2 broken feet. He has a broken foot and another foot with gout. He's in rough shape.
He has a broken foot and foot with gout?
Yes.
What the hell? Where have I been?
He's having a really, really rough time. Really rough time.
Yeah, I did not know.
Yeah, it's been horrible for him this week. So Eric has the week off. I don't know what happened, Nancy. I don't know if he jumped or fell or was, trying to do a double backflip off the headboard of the bed. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but unfortunately.
Gout in your 30s?
Yeah.
Ew.
Very tough situation there. So we wish Sean and Eric well, and hopefully they'll be back next week, strong as ever. On behalf of myself, my lovely co-host Shannon, Sylvia, and all of us at PTV, thank you for joining us. Thank you for telling your friends, and we'll see you this time next week. Guys. Good night.
Brother whiskey and sister nicotine. I must admit you got your claws in me.